Lawson now in the corner with the ball. Hard drive going up. Knocked away by Warfield. Recovered by Webster. Webster now bringing the ball quickly down court, finding Spagnola. Tonight, the men's and women's basketball team hosts University of Wisconsin-Parkside. The women's games begins at 5:15 p.m. and the men's game shortly follows. Also, in between the games, find out what 7 decades of being a devoted Hawk fan will get you. The football team has been practicing all spring to prepare themselves for the fall. Don't miss out on the Bags tournament and tailgate tomorrow before their inter-squad scrimmage at the Rock at 5 p.m. The men's golf team competed at the Parkside Spring Invitational last Sunday and Monday. The team shot .317 in the first round and .310 in the second. Kyle Sachs led the team with a tournament score of 152. As you can see, the courts behind me are not in use at this time, but they will be on October 18th during the JV tennis team's first practice. Head coach Mark Sherry is giving each player enough time to set up their NCAA eligibility and pay necessary fees. The men's volleyball team goes head-to-head with Loyola University tonight at 7 p.m. in Pepsi Arena. The Hawks have one more regular season conference match after tonight. The seniors on the team have left some pretty big shoes to fill, including a couple top 10 nationally and conference-ranked players. The QU baseball team has had much success over the past 4 years. They take advantage of their off-season and the cold weather by practicing indoors to better prepare themselves for the season. They're currently ranked second in the West Division of the GLVC and are looking to make a reappearance at regionals and hopefully find their way back to the College World Series. I'm here at the Quincy University Baseball Field where the team is preparing for their upcoming game with William Jewell. The team has found much success in the past few years under head coach Raby, but one player in particular has really pushed them forward. Senior Bryn Martinez came into the program as a freshman. He's been a reliable player for the team ever since, starting in all 56 games his freshman year at shortstop and continuing to keep his starting spot throughout his career. Martinez came into the program with personal goals that quickly changed after he got to know the team.
It slowly changed to where, I was getting involved with the guys. We started doing, Bible studies together and things like that, winning big games, winning tournaments and stuff. So it started to become a family right away for me. So like the selfish goals and like the personal goals kind of changed a little bit to where it was just like, I want to grow with these guys. I want to win with these guys and just make those memories. Martinez's
mindset was changed throughout his first year in the program. Head coach Raby looks more closely at stats that are helping the team than personal batting averages. After Martinez knew the right way to play, it was easier to find success with his teammates. Head coach Josh Raby believes that the difference between a good team and a great team is chemistry, and that is something Martinez added to the team early on.
Brent's been a tremendous asset for Quincy University, both on and off the field. He's a good member of our community. I believe he's runs the FCA chapter here at Quincy University, also leads our baseball Bible study, and on the field he's been an all-conference player for us, tremendous leader.
The past 4 years of ample playing time, Martinez has been able to rack up his stats, earning second-team All-GLVC honors his freshman and sophomore year, along with first-team All-Region honors and a ring from the team's first-ever NCAA Division II College World Series.
Looking back to, the things I've accomplished in the freshman year and everything like that, it feels good. I wouldn't lie, it does feel good. Coming in as a freshman and having the trust level that the team and the coaches had in me, and being able to perform, up to, what they were trying to get me to do.
Martinez is one of the most successful players the program has ever seen. He is a great example of why team chemistry is crucial to succeed.
As we know, too, from being Quincy Hawk fans, there's not a lot of seniors there in that lineup either.
Annika Webster was a solo senior on the women's basketball team during their 2017-2018 season. Webster came into the program as the only one in her freshman class. She continued to be the only player her age throughout her career. In 4 years, she's only seen 2 teammates transfer out of the program. After last season, 7 of Webster's teammates decided to leave.
I think it's just kind of crazy because everybody has their own personal reasons. And so it was different for me to see it in the basketball team, because normally I feel like you hear about football transfers a lot or baseball, but nothing really that close to home I feel like for basketball, so that was definitely something new for me.
The loss of key players hasn't put a damper on head coach Garber's outlook on her team. She continues to focus on the positives that this odd situation created.
I always think it's good to start fresh. I really feel like this is a rebuilding year for us a little bit, but at the same time, I am excited about what we have returning and the prospects that we have coming in.
In previous years, Coach Garber has been cautious with even in the number of freshmen and transfer recruits. Last season's freshman class was the largest one that Coach Garber has ever coached. While there seems to be a correlation with that large number of freshman players, the growing transfer trend goes beyond even QU. The trend of women basketball players transferring has been slowly increasing over the past 10 years. The trend is consistent throughout many other NCAA sports. Coach Garber believes it is a trend that she will continue to see and use to her advantage.
I think it's very normal for people to leave, and I don't think it should be anything that's looked down upon or looked upon as a bad thing towards the coach at all.
While building a powerful team is one of Coach Garber's priorities, satisfying personal needs is a priority for the transferring players.
Konczak now joins us with her sports update. What's it looking like, Anna?
Thanks, Taylor. Well, a lot has happened over the weekend, but first, jumping back to last Friday, the baseball team played a doubleheader with UMSL. The Hawks split the day with the Tritons, winning the first game 10-6 and losing the second 3-2. Hawks were consistent with their bats in the first 3 innings. Cody Birdsong and Chandler Purcell hit solo home runs in the first and second innings. Michael Nielsen continued the trend, hitting a 3-run bomb in the third. Bryn Martinez had the big stats of the day, going 4 for 6 at the plate with an RBI. Hawks swept the second doubleheader of their series with UMSL winning both games 8-0. Both teams remained scoreless through the fourth until the Hawks found their way home on a couple pass balls. Chandler Purcell put big stats up on the board once more, going 2 for 4 at the plate with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. The team traveled to Belleville to play a single game with the Lindenwood Lynx. Cody Birdsong went 4 for 5 at the plate with an RBI in their 7-5 win over the Lynx. The team is now 20-10 on the season. Softball played 2 doubleheaders last weekend. The Hawks swept Bellarmine on Saturday, winning the first game 6-1 and the second 11-0. Mackenzie Collier dominated the mound in her complete game win, allowing 4 hits, 1 earned run, and 9 strikeouts in the first game. Dana Walsh and Kay Bettendorf contributed 2 home runs each of the day. Kay Bettendorf had the most consistent bat of the day, going 6 for 6 at the plate. Softball played their second doubleheader with University of Southern Indiana on Monday. The Greyhounds defeated the Hawks 7-5 in the first game and 8-5 in the second. Freshman Remy Ferguson put her stats on the board, going 2 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs and 1 home run. The men's volleyball team lost to Lewis University last Thursday 3-0. Hawks attacked the Flyers early, winning the first 3 points of the set until the Flyers took control of the set and changed the tide of the game. Brandon Davis led the team with 4 kills and 1 ace. Men's volleyball played their last regular season conference match against Loyola last Saturday. Ramblers grabbed the lead early in all 3 sets in their 3-0 win over the Hawks. Anthony Winter and Adam Rogan led the team with 6 kills each. The Hawks are heading into the MEVA Conference Tournament 12-18 on the season. Women's golf placed 12th at the Triton Invitational. Hawks finished with a team score of 733. Marley Kluat led the team with a score of 161. Kluat also finished in the top 14th as an individual. Men's golf placed 15th at the Lindenwood Invitational. After 3 rounds, the Hawks shot a team score of 997. Nick Messenger led the team with a score of 235. Men's and women's tennis hosted Maryville last Friday. Both teams played with a clinch rule. The men's lost 5-1 and the women's team lost 5-0. The lone win of the day came from the doubles team of Dame Michele and Eric Weiler. The Hawks turned around to battle UMSL the following day. The teams didn't play with the clinch rule and played all matches out. Both teams lost to the Tritons 7-2. So I know that's an event that I'm not going to forget about, but make sure that you remember about the spring football scrimmage on April 28th.
I'm hoping that you guys actually get some good weather. We have snow coming our way, so fingers crossed you'll be able to get it all in.
Yeah, no kidding. Me too, Bailey. So thanks for watching QTV News This Week. For Bailey and Anna, I'm Taylor King.
And I'm Evan Powell. For more news as it happens, like us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.